Hi, this is Tyrown Vincent and we are in Frankfurt at a private collection, and today I'm joined by beautiful Miss Amy Binding, Editor-in-Chief from Independent Collectors in Berlin. Hi Amy.
Hi.
That's an interesting question. There is pieces in the collection that are not on display because I feel uncertain about them. But when you go back, and this is a going back in your state of mind that you used to have, then you are able to understand why you bought it at that point of time, even though it doesn't serve a purpose in the collection today. You develop, and to buy a piece that you're not satisfied with is probably the most important decision you can ever make, because it will elevate you eventually. If you do not make mistakes, you have to make mistakes. You know, I know people heard it many times, but it's the same thing when you raise kids, when you build a family, when you get a dog. You have to make mistakes to understand where you need to go.
Yeah.
And this is the same thing with an art collection. Now, the mistakes in an art collection, they will literally teach you what you need to understand to maybe not buy such a piece again. So therefore, they're still here. You know, they're still in my close surroundings, but I haven't hung them because for me it's not necessary to see them right now. I've never been asked that question. I want to say the mistakes that you make are the more important works, because they'll help you sharpen your sense and your vision, and that's priceless.
And which piece for you stands out as the one which you first saw and you just knew instantly? Because for me, I'm like looking at it right there, and I love that piece, and I just wondered,
What do you like about the piece?
I just the colours, the form of him. I don't know. I mean, ever since the first time when you showed me him, and was completely captivated by this.
Now
by this footballer.
Now I'm gonna blow your mind. This footballer is drawn by the same artist that made this post-war abstract woman. And that's when you deal with development. Between that and that is 15 years of development as an artist. And that's where I get the energy from. This is amazing to have, don't get me wrong, but it's becoming more powerful when you know where the artist started and where he went, you know. And that's as a collector, you have to be curious, you have to dig, you have to want to know, you have to research, you have to talk to people to understand what the journey is all about. Without this, he would have never been able to make that. Before we talk about that, you have to understand, being I don't want to say a smaller scale collector, because for some other people this collection would already look immensely developed, but it's not, because I see a lot of collectors that have different pieces, more ability, financial ability. So to sort yourself into a, you know, / worker's kid, independent, trying to come by artworks kind of collector guy, this is really important. Where would you find art? You can find them on a fair, which, you know, you can buy photography from Sousa there. You can go to a gallery, and I have gallery works in this collection. And then there's another way that you can go to. You can connect yourself with people that love art, and they'll give you tips. And this has been the case with this work by Rudolf Nicolai. The story is an interesting story. There's a lot of amazing art out there that is not being traded in the art market. It's simply been forgotten. And this is one of these cases. The guy studied between 1946 and 1951 at the Nachfolgeschule from the Bauhaus, and was never majorly discovered. He was a part of the Darmstädter Session, which is a good thing to be in, and he always experimented. He was very successful as an artist because he always sold paintings. Now, for an artist, that would be the gratification that you seek. But today, in today's world, you know, if you don't get traded in the primary markets and the fairs, it's a different challenge. It's a completely different market. Now, this artist passed away 20 years ago, and I was invited by friends of mine who are specialized in clearing these kind of estates to take a look at it, and to step into an atelier by an artist that's been abandoned for 20 years, and you see work that hasn't spoken to I want to say mankind, because if there is no humans around, it doesn't speak. Was an absolutely incredible experience. You see, the first work I saw was this one. It was dusted. It was in the further back, and I will not forget it like today. I saw it and I said, I have to have it. And it was not easy, because the widow was trying to keep the estate together. So we made a deal, and the deal is that I'll dedicate extra time that I had from being a collector in trying to see and find ways if I could make his work known again. We succeeded. I was able to do promotion. You know, to get something into the collection sometimes helps you to do promotion for yourself. But it's not about promoting just your collection, it's about promoting the idea of your collection. And if the idea of the collection sometimes is contemporary art mixed in with cultural heritage, mixed in with forgotten artists of the 20th century, then this would classify the core of the collection, I think. And then, especially in this case, I'm very happy to announce that we have a commitment with the biggest gallery in Frankfurt, and they're going to currently put an exhibition together.
Amazing.
Yes.
And when is this going to take?
This is going to be this year in summer, 2018. I think their time frame was anywhere between May and fall. And if this is something that you can give to an artist 20 years after he deceased and he passed away, I think this could be an obligation for a collector as well. You know, sometimes collectors work socially. They do education programs, they do travel programs, they do artist internships, you know, or they give you residencies and stuff like that. But maybe a call could be that you discover art and you show people that there's things out there that have been forgotten.